about that then? That's the Motives. From their forthcoming album, And Never Tell a Lie. I'm pleased to say that two of the Motives joined me in the studio. And a very good evening to both of you. Matt Taylor, hello. And the lovely Jonny. Hello, Jonny.
Hello there.
Hello. Can you shout over there, Jonny?
I can.
Yeah, okay, that's lovely. Yeah, no, that's fine. Now then, before we start, a big hi from all of Matt's fans in Bury St Edmunds. They were all coming down to the Devil's Kitchen. And thanks to Sue for showcasing him. He does not get the attention he deserves. Now, I've given you attention in the past because you've with your solo albums and also when you were in the Snowy White Blues project. Yeah. And now you are here on yet another project.
It's very exciting.
I know. It's very exciting indeed. So the Motives, of course, were born about a year ago?
Yes, kind of towards the end of 2010, and we went in and did some recording at the beginning of 2011.
Yes.
So it was kind of, last year was spent getting it up and running really, and doing a bit of recording and doing some gigs and sort of trying to start getting the name about.
Yeah, and also very sharp image as well with those lovely suits that you're wearing.
Yes, well, it's nice to make a bit of effort these days, isn't it?
And you've just had 2 songs nominated, haven't you, for the British Blues Awards?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Which is rather good. One of them, Leap of Faith, and Gangsters as well, which we're going to play a bit later. Yes. You've got a kind of gangster look. I'm not...
Yeah, it's not really...
it's a smart look.
It's not really intentional gangster look.
No, it's a bit of a mod look, isn't it?
As
a
retro.
Little
bit mod, a little bit sort of Mad Men, that
Mad
TV
Men.
show.
Yes,
Mad Men.
yes, that's good.
50s, 60s, what have you.
Yeah.
Well, they were... Matt got married and they had 2 fantastic suits made. I was his best man.
He was my best man.
And basically they were fantastic mod suits.
Yeah.
And it was such a shame not to wear them.
We had to invent them. We had to come up with a band just to wear those suits again.
That's good, and that's effective recycling actually. So
absolutely.
that's
environmentally
we're very
friendly.
environmentally friendly.
Very good. I like the idea of that. Now, of course, you're a very electric band, but tonight, by special invitation, because you're here,
very acoustic.
You're very acoustic, but also we're going to play another track as well from your forthcoming album, which is going to be out when?
Well, it'll be out in June. We haven't got a definite release date. There's been release dates, and then they've been postponed, but definitely early June.
Well, that's show business, isn't it?
That's show business.
When you get that kind of thing.
You have to wait for
early June, the right things to happen.
Exactly, like Guinness.
Now, of course, it would have been Gary Moore's birthday today. Did you ever get the opportunity to jam with him at all?
No. I know a couple of guys in his band, actually. John Noyce, a bass player, and Darren Mooney, who played on some of my old records some years ago, his drummer. Yeah. Who were great guys, great men. No, but I never met Gary Moore.
Did you not? I saw him a few times because I loved it. I know. Now then, when we played Baker Street, we had a cosmic connection that sprung up then. So tell us the cosmic connection between Baker Street and you.
Well, the sax player on Baker Street is a chap called Raf Ravenscroft.
Yep.
Who
is fantastic.
He's great. Who came out? He's never lived that down really, playing on Baker Street. I don't think it's the sort of thing he's most famous for because it's such a famous song. But some years ago, I was in his band. He started a band called the Ravenscroft Partnership, and it was, I was about 18 or something. It was one of my first sort of professional gigs, and he used to give me sessions and stuff. And he, in this band called the Ravenscroft Partnership, there was another guitar player called Julian Littman, and Raf and Julian wrote a song called Gangsters, which we played in with the band. And then nothing ever came of that band. Everybody went their separate ways. But I sort of always remembered Gangsters because when we played it, me and Julian used to sing it together. And we were looking for songs for this, and I thought, I've always had that song sort of rattling around in my head. So I emailed Julian, who I haven't seen since then, really. I think it was 1990. And said, do you ever do anything with Gangsters, And he said, no, it'd be great if you did something with it. And so I kind of took it and rearranged it and, made it into our sort of song, if you like.
And then also, when you were getting married, you thought, that song's still going around in my head. I need to look a bit like a gangster, so I'll have a great suit made.
Absolutely. It's affected my whole life.
Exactly.
Important decisions in my life. Well, hello, Holly, by the way. I hope you got your iPad working.
Yes, hello Holly. Yes, and congratulations on your marriage as well, because I remember you getting very excited. Now you've been touring. You've been playing out there a long time, haven't you? And just doing your thing.
Not that long.
All right. Well, we're all only 25 on this programme anyway.
Absolutely.
But you've been out there.
I've done a few bits and bobs over the years.
Yeah. What's been the highlight, say, in the last 6 months?
The last 6 months?
Yeah.
Well, doing gigs with the Motives, doing this band. I can't think really. What have we done in the last 6 months? We played last year. One of our first gigs. I think it was our first gig in Holland. We played on this stage in the middle of a lake, which was quite novel.
Wow!
And people turned up in little rowboats to see us. So it was slightly bizarre. They took us out there on this big barge with all our gear and sort of dumped us there, and we played and people rowed up and watched.
Actually, that sounds rather really fun, nice. Doesn't it?
It was. Yeah. It wasn't perfect. If the weather had been perfect, it would have been great, but it wasn't too bad. But
they did forget about us.
Yeah, then they left us there.
We were kind of shipwrecked.
And we were trying to get back so that we could sell some CDs to people.
And they were all gone by the time
everybody had gone home by the time we
got
to pitch black in the middle of this lake. But no, it was fun actually. It was a really nice gig and interesting thing to have done.
Absolutely.
Come across these things sometimes.
Yeah, it's a lovely story actually, isn't it? You can just imagine people.
Yeah.
I don't suppose they danced much, did they?
No, they sort of jigged around and tried not to capsize.
Rocked a bit.
Rocked from side to side.
All right, well, it's time now for you to play us your first song. So we just want to make sure we've got everything set in the right thing, because there's a lot of slider twiddling to do here. You know, you have your lovely dobro there, which is very shiny and lovely. Yes, lovely and shiny. But you've got quite a collection of guitars, I think, haven't you?
I've got a few, not that many. I haven't got as many as Joe Bonamassa, who's got about 1,500 guitars apparently.
I know, it's fantastic.
Ridiculous.
But you see, he also has a sharp suit these days.
He took that from us, you know.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, we played with him, didn't we?
Yeah.
We played with him one time, Joe Bonamassa, and I think a bit rubbed off.
Yes, I thought so.
You think you've inspired him?
I think he owes his career to the most.
Lovely. Well, now is the time to enhance your career. Here they are live in the studio. What are you going to play for us first?
We're going to do Looking for the Way Home. Was fields as far as the eye could see. Well, that's not exactly true. Things have definitely changed around here, believe me. Victory is often had by sinners. History is written by the winners. The future's an imaginary land where politicians don't inhale. Righteous men wind up in jail. Nobody can see the signs, 'cause everybody's looking for the way home. The sun is always shining on the way home. I remember when I was young and everything was fine. It seemed so easy. That's not exactly true. Things are definitely harder now, believe me. Fashions change without a buy no leave. Nostalgia isn't what it used to be. You can do exactly as you please, unless you want to speak your mind. Sorry, but your cards decline. The motorways are backed up again, 'cause everybody's looking for the way home. The sun is always shining on the way home. The cotton's always rising on the way home. The fish are always jumping on the way home. And your heart forever thumping. We're shrinking the expanding universe. Communication's only getting worse. Everything is different now, but nothing's really changed. risk a heart attack, trying to take the power back. It's best to just enjoy the bumpy ride while you're looking for the way home. The sun is always shining on the way home. The curtain's always rising on the way home. Fish are always jumping on the way home, and your heart forever pumping.
The motives here, stripped down and acoustic. Matt Taylor on guitar and vocals. And lovely Jonny on such a groovy piano.